Hi people of the VC, Andy back again. Something a little bit different for you today. I hadn't actually planned on doing a video at all today, but I just not long finished watching the latest update from fellow VC member Hugh Morgan 74, and he reminded me of something that I'd long since forgotten, and that was the in the 80s on various magazines. Today you get CDs, but back in the 80s you would either get sort of a 7-inch single or a Flexi-disc as part of a promo giveaway to tell you about new bands and things that were coming up. I knew I had a few, so I had a look around and dug out the ones that I had. But what actually triggered this was Hugh showed his copy of Stars on Thrash, which is a great album from an introduction to 80s thrash metal. Lots of great bands on here. I'm not going to go into this. If you want to check out his review, he did a very good job. Check out his channel. I'll put a link below, although probably most people are subscribed given the number of subs he's already got. But his channel's excellent, so you should to look at that. But he mentioned that one of the reasons he bought that album was because he had the Flexi-disc, which was a promo of it, and I remember that I also had that. So when I went digging around in my loft, I found a copy. There we have, so Stars on Thrash, which came out with Metal Hammer magazine, certainly in the UK. Focus around 1988. What it has a snippet of all the tracks on the album itself. So the album is 55 minutes long, or 15 bands, 55 minutes at the lowest possible price, as the promo says. And this is it's a 33 RPM flexi disc. It covers all 15 bands in about 7 minutes. So it's just a few seconds of each, and gives a kind of a good introduction. Although you have to there's no pause really between the songs shifting, so you have to keep track if you like a particular track and you wanted to find out a little bit more about them. But that got me thinking about the other promo singles that I had at the time. I don't have a big collection. This isn't meant to be a collection. Really, they were just magazines I bought. These came with them, and I have just happened to keep all of these for the last best part of 30 years. I don't have the magazines really, but I kept all of the music. So let me show you some of these and tell me what you think. I'm sure a lot of people out there have probably got a lot more of these hanging about. I'd love to know what you've got on promos, how it's maybe inspired you to buy particular albums or get into particular bands. So this is one of my favourite ones, even though the music isn't necessarily fantastic. So from Metal Hammer magazine in April 1987, got actually a proper vinyl record, 33 RPM again, as most of these promos seem to be. So this was telling us all about the second wave of new British heavy metal in 1987. And the bands on here are Paul Samson's Empire, Chariot, Heavy Petting, and Strange Ways. Now, side one actually has Heavy Petting and Strange Ways on, so Heaven Sent by Heavy Petting, and Never Gonna Lose It by Strange Ways. And in my opinion, if the first wave, if the new wave of British heavy metal was a tsunami in terms of its musical impact, this is nothing but a mere ripple on the ocean of metal. Certainly the way it starts, really wet music. Ugh, not my thing at all. Although on the B side, Paul Samson, Samson's Empire, One Day Heroes, and Chariot, Life on the Line, it picks up, and they really good tracks on there. Now, this is one of my favourite pieces of vinyl that I have. As I say, it's not because of the music on it. It's just it just brings back so many memories. I remember getting this and thinking like, oh wow, I've got free music with a magazine. Yeah, next up, from more of a musical newspaper then, than magazine, and this one wasn't specifically heavy metal. So this was Sounds magazine. It was a rival to NME at the time in the 80s. No longer around now, but used to have great reviews of albums, and they did a series of 3 Sounds Waves singles that they gave away free. The first one was sort of heavy metal, hardcore thrash. So we've got Motorhead, Killed by Death, Stupid's Lift to Rock, Creator, After the Attack, and Celtic Frost, Visual Aggression. Again, it's a vinyl, proper record, shall we say. This was, what, 1988. Soundwaves 2 and Soundwaves 3, I didn't get them at the time because they were more sort of alternative rock. In hindsight, it's one of those things I really wish I had got, because it would have been nice to have had all 3, but I just wasn't into that kind of music at the time, which is a bit of a shame, because some of the bands that are on the second and third one I really do like now. Okay, moving on. With all these now are from 88 and 89, and it was probably cheaper to do the Flexi-discs around that time. This is one I forgot I had. I couldn't even remember it. I mean, I've played all the ones I'm going to show now. I've played tonight before making this this video. But this is Arch, Shoot to Kill, and Reincarnation. You can see there where it was originally stuck to the magazine itself, and this was actually Metal Forces magazine. I don't ever remember owning or seeing Metal Forces magazine here, so I don't know if someone gave me this or somehow I got a copy of the magazine. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but of all the ones I'm showing, this is the biggest surprise to me, because I put this on tonight and I really like it. So the album that these two are from, Another Return, that's gone straight on my wish list. Having a look on Discogs, not the easiest thing to find, certainly within the UK, but yeah, this is really good sort of speed rock, thrashy heavy metal. It's yeah, it's great. I'd love to get hold of a copy of the album. Again, Flexi-disc. All of these, I mean, none of these Flexi-discs certainly have been in any kind of sleeve for 26, 27 years, and they all played really well. I was really surprised. Next up, again, I was just showing this one, is clear Flexi-disc. But this is Onslaught Speak. I'm not sure how well you're going to see this. So this is a promo from Raw magazine, Raw Cuts. One-sided, 33 RPM. Now this has a snippet of, I think, just about every track from In Search of Sanity album. But the nice thing about this is it also has, in between each snippet, some commentary from the band. So I've never done a needle drop. This is live TV, almost. I'm going to try it now. Let's hope this works. Just so you can hear this, because I thought this was pretty cool. This was something a little bit different from all the other promos that I was listening to. That didn't go so well. I mean, that was speed of metal to the extreme. We're going to try that again. It seems to have jumped straight across the record. Let's try one more time. Here we go.
Hello, welcome to Raw Cuts number 3. I'm Steve Grice, and I'm Jim Hinder, the second half of the Onslaught Fourth War Rhythm section. Here's a few snippets from our new album, In Search of Sanity, starting with a title track.
Two acts This I've picked up in the last year. I never had it when I had the promo single, and I didn't know I had that, so coincidence.
Right, this is Rob Trotman. Some of you may already be familiar with this next song as it was the first single taken from the album. It's called Shell Shock. Hello, this is Nigel Rocket. Incidentally, it is my real name. During the final stages of the making of this album, we went through a change of personnel, replacing vocalist Cy Peter with Steve Grimmett, who unfortunately can't be with us today because he's not here. This next track is entitled Lightning War.
And it continues like that throughout. It's I don't remember that at all from from when I first had it. Maybe I never even played it, but anyway, there we go. So last one I have is from Kerrang. Kerrang Flexible Fiend #1, and apparently this was a set of 3 as well, and again I only have the 1, but so this had previously unreleased versions of Anthrax Now It's Dark live, and Disney After Dark Jihad, and surprisingly enough, and again didn't know this, in the box had the magazine that went with it. So this was from September 16, 1989. Magazine's in great condition as well, so I'm actually going to go back and have a read of this. Although 1989 was when I started, I think metal was waning a little bit, and a lot of the bands in here are kind of more the music that I wasn't so much interested in at the time. But it's going to be fun going back, having a read of this, bit of nostalgia. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. Something a little bit different. 80s metal on Flexi-disc. Well, as I said, this isn't really a collection. It's 5 or 6 pieces. I've got one more of these actually that my daughter needed something to take to school as part of a pastimes project, and thought it'd be funny to show some kind of record or in this digital age. So I can't even remember what's on it. So looking forward to getting that back. Maybe I'll show that again. But I mean, if you guys, a lot of you, I know you've got massive music collections. If you've got many of these, I'd love to know what you have got, and what inspired you, or what they inspired you to buy, or bands you got into, or even ones that were just absolute rubbish that you completely put you off a band. I don't know. So that's it. Please subscribe if you like this and you haven't. Please like this if you like this, and leave a comment. I'd love to talk about your memories of these type of discs from the 80s. Anyway, first video 2016. Happy New Year. See you again soon. Bye now.